So I have had the most, I don't know, crappy week. I've had like one of the most crappy weeks in a very, very long time. I'm telling you, just for a little bit of backstory. So this is something I touched on at the in the end credits of my last video on Thursday. But, so, something I learned this week the hard way with YouTube is apparently every once in a while, and this makes sense, YouTube goes through, I guess their whole system, finds inactive accounts and purges them. Now, why does that affect my week? Well, I mean, if you guys watch my channel, hopefully regularly, then, I'm not that big of a channel, but, I've been growing substantially recently, which is awesome, and I thank you guys, and you guys who haven't subscribed, please do, it'd be super cool. That being said, I had hit 3,000 subscribers over the weekend. I made this huge video. I took a poll about, hey, what do you guys want me to do a video on? It was awesome. I edited it and everything. It was uploaded, and then it was also processed. It was ready to go. All I had to do was say, hey, Tuesday at 3 o'clock, boom, let's do this. Right when the processing was done, apparently one of those YouTube cullings happened and I lost 117 subscribers all at the same time. Now, with my channel being so small, that was devastating. But more than devastating, I'll come back from it, hopefully, gosh, hopefully. But the thing that sucked worse is my 3,000 subs video was now completely useless because I don't have 3,000 subscribers anymore. So, I was really bummed out. I was bummed out and I wanted to play some games and chill out. And so I did something I don't normally do. I started playing my Switch, but in handheld mode. I don't typically play in handheld mode, but it got me thinking. I like playing on my TV. I like playing, on my big screen. And when I do play in handheld mode, I have a hard time with the Joy-Cons. And so actually I have 3 accessories that I like to use when I am playing in handheld mode, and I'll tell you what, each one of them is a game changer. So that's what I want to go over today with you guys. I want to go over these 3 accessories. One of them is really functional. 2 of them are more like for making gameplay better, and one of those 2 is a little bit on the more expensive side. But the coolest thing I'm going to show you guys today is super cheap, and it is like a huge game changer, something I didn't even know about. I kind of bought it on a whim, and I'm glad I did. But hey, enough wasting your time. Let's go into some of the coolest Switch accessories to upgrade your handheld experience. So many times I have stated that when I am playing my Switch, I pretty much am 98% of the time in docked mode. I'm not a big handheld mode guy, and part of the problem to me is the Joy-Cons, they just feel so small, and I don't have like giant hands or anything, but they feel small and they don't feel very good. And a lot of people always say, hey, there's Joy-Con drift. I've never had to deal with Joy-Con drift because I always use my Pro controller. That said, if I am going to be playing in handheld mode, there's only one set of Joy-Cons that I can properly use and not go crazy. And that is the Hori Split Pad Pro. Now, I happen to have the Daemon X Machina ones, but they actually recently came out with 3 new ones, like a blue one, an all-black one, and a really neat red and black one. And if I was ever going to buy another set of these, it would be that one. But these feel really comfortable in my hand, and so if these look familiar to you on my channel in regards to that, I have actually shown these off on the channel before, twice before. Once when my channel first started, way back when, I did a whole bunch of controller videos. This is when I had like 100 subscribers, so like no one has ever watched that video pretty much. But I did have this on there and I was like, oh my god, it plays so good. It's like such a good controller. And then more recently, maybe around Christmas time, I think I did a video on video game accessories for different consoles, and this was on my list. But I really wanted to bring it up again, especially because this is all about playing handheld, as something that I really use like strictly for when I'm playing handheld. It makes a huge difference. I mean, granted, right now I'm playing Bravely Default 2, and it's not like the biggest difference because, it's an RPG, so it's all in menus and walking around. But when you're playing a game like, an action platformer, maybe like a Mario Odyssey, or a 2D one, like maybe Dragon Marked for Death, this is a really perfect controller to do that with. Now, the next thing I want to show off is it's gonna sound stupid. It's not really like a thing that's a big deal, unless you are on a long trip or you use convenience sake. But this one happens to be Anker, but there's many brands. Just a battery pack. I know that sounds crazy, right? It's like, okay, that's not something that I immediately think of. I'm like, something to improve my Switch experience. But I will tell you right now, I took a road trip recently and my battery was starting to go, and this one specifically, the Anker one, it's like Nintendo Switch branded. This thing gave me an extra 10 hours, and it was a 13-hour car ride, so needless to say, I absolutely did not run out of battery. This is a weird little thing that's like, not really people think about, and the one thing that you do need to note is, so this one is a little bit more on the pricey side, being that it's like a bigger brand, but it also works way better. I will say that I've had the $5 rechargeable batteries from like, Five Below or like Walmart, just to get you by kind of thing. And the big problem with those, I will say, is they are fine for a phone for a day, like you're going somewhere and, just to get like that extra 10% juice. But when you're using them for something that actually takes a lot of processing power, screen brightness that you're using a lot of, you need to not go cheap. But that's just my personal opinion. But a rechargeable battery is a game changer for when you're playing your Switch in handheld mode, especially on a long trip situation. Now, the last thing I want to show you is the coolest thing that I'm going to show you today. This thing is very reasonably priced, very cheap. I did not expect this thing to be as good as it was or as useful as it is. This is a Roush Air Plus. I got this off of Amazon for, $26. In fact, it was same day shipping. So like, I bought it for $26 like at noon, and it was at my house at 6 p.m. This thing is so cool. So if you look at it, it just looks like a little bibble bobble. I guess the actual name brand is Ghouli Kit, Gulikit. Like I said, it's $26, and what it is a Bluetooth receiver. So you plug it in the bottom of your Switch, very small, low profile. Even with the regular Joy-Cons, you won't even notice. And all you do is, basically, it's a Bluetooth receiver for headphones. So when I was playing the other day, my wife was watching some show. I had my Bluetooth earbuds, easy peasy. I just put them in, and to pair it, oh my god, it's so simple. To pair it, you just press on the bottom. There's just two buttons. You can actually have dual bands, so you can have two headsets paired to this. But you hold it, it'll start blinking. Whatever your headphones are, I happen to have these Sonys. You press these both to enter pairing mode. It found it automatically. That was it. It's funny because when I first got this, I was like, what are the instructions? How the hell do you do this thing? And all it says is press the button and then pair it. And then it literally did it. Boom. And I'll tell you what, with the Switch, normally before I got this thing, I'd plug in my headphones here with my cord and it's hanging out and wrapped around and caught around my neck and really annoying. Now, this thing is awesome. And the cool thing about this is it's not just relegated to handheld mode. So, first off, $26 gets you the thing, but you also get this really nice case, a little way to store it, but you also get this piece of the pie, this little piece of the puzzle here. So this is actually an adapter for your dock. So when you get this guy, you can actually plug it in here, plug this in your dock, and it's the same exact thing, and now you can have wireless headphones while you're playing on the TV, which is just amazing. I have not tried this with a mic yet. I do not really play my Switch online with people, like in a situation where you have to use the Nintendo app. I always thought the Nintendo app is a joke. If you guys agree with me, let me know in the comments down below. The thing is trash. But I will say that this thing is a game changer, and for $26, it's a no-brainer. I wish I had bought this years ago. But hey, these are 3 items that I like to always have with me when I'm playing in handheld mode, which admittedly is very rare. But what do you guys think down below? I would love to have some awesome, suggestions from you guys, some stuff that you guys use. I know there's way more features and functionality, different little things you can buy, special cases and docks. So anything you guys use, I really want to know in the comments down below. But hey, once again, it's been awesome showing this stuff to you guys. So like I said, those are 3 things that really make me playing in handheld mode feel a lot more comfortable, and also just it just, you know, makes the sound better, you know, lets me play longer, makes my hands feel better, you know, because I don't have little kitty hands. But hey, what do you guys think? What kind of accessories do you guys like for the Switch to make your handheld experience a little better? If there's something that I need to know about, I want you guys to tell me, so put that in the comments down below. Hey, that's going to do it for us today, guys. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you haven't, please do. It'd be amazing. I'd love a comment from you guys. Even if it's just saying hi, why not? I'll say hi back. You know I will. Thumbs up, thumbs down if you feel that kind of way. And as always, take it easy.